How are y'all today? All right, so we got a spaghetti squash here, and I had some people asking how to go about cutting a spaghetti squash because they are really hard, squash to cut. And of course, the knife you have to have is the deep throat knife, one with a bigger throat on it here, so you can cut it in half. Well, with a butternut, like a lot of things, the first thing you want to do is get rid of your stem. And again, it's not about a lot of power with this knife. It's about moving the blade back and forth. So you cut your stem off there, and then go ahead and cut the tip of it off, because wherever on the ends, that's like really hard, kind of like the stem on the other end. So go ahead and cut both your ends off, and that way you can stand your butternut up like this, and it's a whole lot less likely of it falling or flipping. Now, with most things, you're going to saw back and forth with the bow knife. But what you want to do with like a spaghetti is you can start it just a little bit, get it started, and then take your hand, put your palm down here. Of course, keep your fingers out from under the biting side, and then kind of rock the knife back and forth, just like that right there. And you'll never cut a butternut squash in a spaghetti squash in half any easier. Now, I'm used to doing butternuts more than anything else.
Yeah.
But just like that, it's not something that you want to fight with. And the thing I keep telling everybody is, with this knife, you have to learn to relax, have fun with the knife. And there again, like on spaghetti squash, and this is an orange Getty spaghetti squash. I don't know if there's any difference to that, but there again, cut your stem off first. And then cut your other end off, just get rid of the little plug on it. Then you stand it up, start your knife in, and then don't try to saw or don't try to fight. Just easily rock the knife up and down like a teeter-totter, like a seesaw, until you get to the bottom. And then just like that right there, nice, smooth, and straight.
Show them you can cut it in 4 pieces.
And then you can go, you just speak up, Mom, they'll hear you. They'll hear you whispering there.
Okay.
All right, and then of course, if you want to do it in 4 pieces, like sweet potato wedges that we do, you take your piece and again, just kind of rock it back and forth. And you can, so it will go through, especially when you get done half of it, you can. But on these, a lot of people, it's so hard to cut them, it's better just to go ahead and get it started in there and just rock it back and forth. Just a little bit of pressure. And these are fixing to go in the oven too. We ate one yesterday too. But just rock it back and forth. And like I said, once it gets to a point, it'll start just riding through. Just like that. And then of course, then you take your spoon or your knife or whatever and clean out your seeds. Throw them in the oven with a little butter and stuff on them. And we may do a video on that later on, but today we got a messy kitchen. I ain't about to try that today. But thank y'all very much. That's the Deep Throat Bow Knife by Foxcreek. Spaghetti squash in half into quarters. Relax, have fun, and as always, y'all stay foxy.